to the IzzyVerse! Welcome to the IzzyVerse! Back issues bleed through the timeline torn. Silver Age echoes, modern age born. Speculators hunt, chasing that grail. Slab it, grade it, cannon prevails. Bubble screams, ink in my veins. Bullets loaded, continuity chains. Every run, every arc, every bleed. FOMO flames feed the market's greed. Roar slab, the hype is alive. Trending heat keeps the legends revive. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slab it, grade it, immortal past. The IzzyVerse, cannon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip that spec, pump and dump dreams. Holy grail whispers, tear at the seams. Market spikes in the rumor mill's breath. Crossovers ink the line of death. Footnotes trace the collector's code. White pages pure in a mylar hold. Investment grade, sealed in a tomb. But the panels still scream, they boom. Back issue fire, collector's sin. Every variant cover pulls you back in. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slab it, grade it, immortal past. IzzyVerse, cannon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip it, press it, spec it, grade it. Cannon's eternal, you can't escape it. KSU, arc eternal, bleed through you. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slab it, grade it, immortal past. IzzyVerse, cannon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip it, press it, spec it, grade it. Cannon's eternal, you can't escape it. KSU, arc eternal, bleed through you. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slab it, grade it, immortal. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, cannon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. It's more than a run. It's the crossover you can't outrun. The IzzyVerse lives on.
We're up.
Hi.
Dude, you just jumped in.
Hi, everybody.
Why are you so out of breath, man?
What do you think? That's commitment.
What, did you run into the screen or something?
Yes, I did.
I was like, guys.
If you look at the picture on Instagram of me holding the art that Benny got me for my birthday, you could tell I changed and everything. Hi.
Welcome everybody to the Top Trending Show with your host. I'm IzzyVerse, and with me as always, the beloved Cliff on comics. What's going on, Cliff?
Woo! 2026 is a mother lover, but you know what? It's also still my birthday month, so I'm gonna live that life. We
are live right now, guys, and with us as always from Nuevo Mexico's Las Cruces has hit it, and we're gonna talk a little bit about what this link is all about soon, because we are doing something fun, and I'll show you in a minute.
It is fun.
Yes, it is so much fun.
Y'all need to vote. Because this man here has been so obnoxious about it. Y'all need to vote. Get them votes in, because
Las Cruces says, I was watching the Council of Comics YouTube channel yesterday and was told to be here today by Cliff.
Damn right.
Also, we got Joffrey Castro in the house. Happy DC Tuesday. Well, I'm a comic book guy, so yeah, we'll give DC Tuesdays, even though they went back to Wednesdays.
But you know what? Who's actually paying attention to that stuff?
Well, wasn't it also Image Tuesday too, if I remember?
Yeah, exactly. I don't feel like anybody. I don't know if anybody actually cares anymore.
Yeah,
it's just like, hey, don't go opening packs on live streams.
Brian McClave with Beyond Wednesday. That's a badass riv right there. Thank you so much, my good friend Fernando. I always forget what's his stage name, but he did it for me. So I love it. I love listening to it every week. Every week we start the show, but 5 minutes before you get to listen to some nice rockin' music.
He did a lovely job for you.
He did a great job. And then the fact that the lyrics are comic book based as well. I dig it. I could listen to that all day. Just hearing the words. It's just like, and I just get fired up. You know what I'm saying? We got 10 people watching at the moment, and you guys know what we do. We have the super chats. So with our super chats, we have 5 items. You get to pick from the 4 items outside. And then once we have those 4 items, you get to pick that last item, which is the logo. That last item is always going to be something just a little more special than the rest. But Cliff, look at the icons. You've changed. They might be giveaways.
Is the green one? Is that from Avatar?
We're gonna find out once somebody picks it. So that's how we're gonna find out. But the other icons seem very, very noticeable. So
yes, some Ghost Rider, some Venom, or no, because there's a little swirl, and then some Spider-Man.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about those logos. But they are ready. Once we get our super chats in, you'll get to pick which icon you want to go over, and that's going to be added to the pile. The pile already has a numerous number of books already in there, and you will be entered in alongside the Izzy Rat Pack channel members. You're gonna be part of the monthly giveaway, which right now we got 5 books attached to it, and I'll just go ahead and showcase those books to you guys. So let me just hide this for a second. All right, first one is we got the Amazing Spider-Man, the Amazing Visions. That's the Bermejo cover.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll put that right there.
Are you holding that upside down?
No, it was right. It was. It's not upside down. That's the way it is. See? Bam.
Wow! Oh, the reflection. Oh, okay. I like it even more now.
Yeah,
I like it even more.
That's the Lee Bermejo cover. Here's a book that's really hot that we're going to talk about a little bit today, and that's Batman Arkham #1. This is the Javier Rodriguez, right? Javier Rodriguez. For some reason, I was thinking Fernando. Who could it be? Is it Mad Hatter? Is it Santana? Is it Joker?
We don't know. Zatanna. That's for
Yeah, it's not Zatanna. It's most likely going to be Joker. So that's in there and stuff like that. And I think we have our first super chat already. So once Las Cruces tells me who is going to be the icon, we'll go ahead and pick it. We also have a nice foily Godzilla. Look at that. It's foily. That's been added as well. All right. Well, we're going to add the preview of DCKO is in that pack as well. Preview in the pack. And then the two bangers, or I like to say the nice exclusive books, is we got The Punisher by John Jang. This is an exclusive book. So that book's already in the pile.
That's
and we got the Eom Poison Ivy piece. So that's also been included.
Eom's got a CGC signature signing coming up in February, folks. So
those are
get it together. Get it together.
Those are the books that are currently in there. Las Cruces with the super chat, the first super chat of $2. You get to pick the icon, Las Cruces. So let me know what icon we got to do, because we're going to pick it. Once you pick it, I get to select it, and we get to find out what's been added to the pile. I see we got a few more people that showed up. We got, 19 Chohiba? 75.
Cohiba, man. I met Cohiba at CliffsCon.
Oh, yeah? Cool. Awesome.
Yes. We discussed this. That's Cohiba. Shout out to Cohiba.
Cohiba. I'm here for code book discussions. We're going to talk about a lot of books today. A lot of books. All right. Las Cruces has selected the spider. So with that, let's go ahead and find out what's in the spider. The first book that's going to be revealed today is Amazing Spider-Man 800 by Pablo Rivera. This is the Pablo Rivera variant. That will be this one right here. It's a thickie. It's a thick book.
Is that Red Goblin's in that one, right?
What was that?
Is Red Goblin?
Yes, the Red Goblin story. Yeah, that's the one with Red Goblin. So that has been added to the pile. So we'll put that. We still got 4 more books here that we're going to add in total. So we get to see that later once we get some more super chats. So, yeah. So, Rivera. Rivera's my mom's maiden name. So maybe there could be a relationship. Who knows? I don't know. It's a possibility. All right. With that being said, it's time to go over, because we got a lot to cover today.
Oh, yeah.
We got mucho to talk about. Let's start things off the same way we always start off. We're going to go into the headlines. So what are the headlines for today? The first big news that I have to is that we have a new largest or highest selling comic book of all time. And that is Action Comics #1. And it's sold in a private sale for $15 million. And it's
wonderful.
A 9.0. But there's
Wonderful.
so much to this book. Do you know the things about this book that's very interesting?
First appearance of Superman. First appearance of
obviously.
Lois Lane. First appearance of Zatara, the magician. I mean, I love it. I love everything about it. And it is rumored, we do not have confirmation. We do not have confirmation that it could have been the mythical lost book of Luke. Oh my God, Nicolas Cage. I almost said Luke.
It's not mythical. It is.
No, but how do we know it's actually his?
It's confirmed. It's confirmed.
Who confirmed it?
CGC confirmed it. They put it in their label. So this is.
Oh, show us the label, then, Izzy. Show us the label.
The label that you have here is the original label, but it was relabeled with Nicolas Cage's with a little information saying this was part of the Nicolas Cage collection. So yeah, this is the Nicolas Cage book that was stolen from him, and it reappeared. Now, as far as the owner goes, we don't have an owner to this. We don't know who the owner is. So it was a private case. It was a private book, private sale. But it was reported that it was $15 million in total. The copy was stolen from Cage in 2000 and not recovered until 2011. So apparently it was around. It was out and about. It was found in the contents of a storage locker sold at an auction, and then it was actually returned to Cage. So there you have it. And they since sold it since then. It was originally sold at Heritage Auctions for $9.12 million. Well, actually, we're talking about the Superman #1 that was sold for $9.12. This one just topped it at 15. Man, Superman #1 just didn't hold on to that long. It was only 2 months at the #1 spot.
Well, let's be clear. Superman #1 is still reprints. You know, Action Comics is the real deal for the Man of Steel.
So that's cool. That's some great news there. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. We got Action Comics #1 now on top of the list as the most highest selling comic book of all time.
As it always should be.
$15 million.
It's so exciting. It's so exciting. As a Superman fan, I'm so excited that Superman once again is back on top.
He was on top already.
I know, but he's double on top. The #1 and the #2 both belong to him.
So you think Batman's gonna creep his way in sometime?
He needs to stay at #4 and #5. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I'd like Wonder Woman to be at 4 and 5, and Batman to be at 6 and 7. Because I like my real
Batman. No, Detective 27. I think it's the next one.
We'll see. Superman's having a moment. I'm loving all of it.
All right. Our next topic of discussion here is very interesting. We talked a little bit about Free Comic Book Day, right? Free Comic Book Day, which is happening. We talked a little bit about, comic giveaway day and Free Comic Book Day. They're all the same thing. But one of the things that came out this week was the information of some of the books that are actually going to be part of Free Comic Book Day this year from the DC side. And there's no Batman and no Absolute and all reprints.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, which makes it doesn't sound too good to me, but look at that. Corbin Hideout. Superman is the man. Thank you. Yes, he is.
I just want to remind you and everyone else out there that that something sparkly and new is not what Free Comic Book Day has been all about. Mm-hmm. All right? Maybe this year where it's all jacked up. I see you, Diamond. Maybe this year that's all jacked up, we can go back to remember that it's about bringing people into the hobby, bringing in new young readers, and really...
Why didn't you do Absolute Batman?
Because Absolute Batman is not fit for younger readers, okay?
They have teen books and they have adult books.
Right. So, I'm just saying.
But look at this. We're going to be getting
Justice League Sonic. Justice League Sonic is going to happen.
That's going to happen. That's going to be for the kiddies. But next level is what I'm interested in. Where we're going to get a Lobo written by Scotty Young. Batwoman's back with Greg Rucka writing again, Batwoman. Yes. And Deathstroke the Terminator written by Tony Fleece. With art by Carmen. It's hard to... Diocamerica. I can't even say that. But I'm so stoked for the Lobo book.
I'm here for it.
Scotty Young writing, Jorge Corona doing the art, which I think Jorge Corona is the perfect choice for a Lobo with what he's done with Transformers. So I'm here for it. So you got that book. They're also going to be doing
Aquamanatee.
Aquamanatee. There you go. There's your kid book.
Exactly, but very kid friendly.
I love how Nice House on the Lake is right next to Aquamanatee. Like,
right? They're like for the children, Aquamanatee, and for the adults in the household, the Nice House on the Lake.
I know, right? This is so crazy. So those are the books that they're launching, and then of course Boom Studios. We talked a little bit about these already. This has already been announced. So that's Free Comic Book Day. Our last subject before we're going to get into one of our main events for the day is what was the top selling comic books of December 2025.
Ooh.
So we have the top 50 comic books, and at no surprise, at number 1, it's Absolute Batman issue number 15 with the highest units sold. At number 2 was Ultimate Endgame. 3 was Batman number 4. Absolute Wonder Woman came in number 4. DC Marvel's Batman Deadpool came in number 5. That shocked me a little bit seeing that one at that number. I would have figured it would have been a little higher. Mark Spears Monsters number 8 came in 6. Absolute Batman 14 came in 7. Ultimate Spider-Man came in 23. DCKO Night Fight issue number 2 came in number 9. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came in at number 10. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 DC books. You also have 1, 2 Marvel books. Keen Spot has a book. IDW has a book. No Image at all. What's your thoughts?
Listen, DC had a great year, and I love that they're keeping it going.
And that's from the units sold. So there's also dollars, and the dollars aren't that much different. So Absolute Batman 15 also won it in dollars. Ultimate Endgame came in second, also with dollars. Number 3 was DC Marvel's Batman Deadpool. That also came in third place, but I actually outperformed Batman and Mark Spears. And it's pretty much about the same thing. The only difference is that we have Will of Doom number 1 and Ultimate Universe 2 years in number 1 coming in, clocking higher than some of the other books that we talked about. So that's the list according to Comic Hub.
I don't feel that surprised by this list, though.
No, it's usually done by numerous stores that are part of Comic Hub. What we don't know is how many units were sold. So we don't get to be told what's the unit. We just know that this is how many units. This is the winner. But they don't really give us the details on that. Trust me, I tried. I try to get that information, but they don't reveal that information. So there you have it, guys. That's the list for now. I wanted to go quick because we got a lot to do. We got a lot to cover. It's a big day. Just to remind everybody, we are still doing the super chats. And let's go ahead and I want to share something else with you guys because, my good pal, Mr. Cliff on Comics and we decided one of the things that I personally love talking about is Wizard Magazine. And with Wizard, they do a lot of things. We had the top artists, top writers, if you remember that, and we'll probably do something like that in the near future. We'll do some spotlights on that. We also we talk about what's trending week over week. But one of the things that they used to do that I used to be a huge fan of was fan casting. Right? It was always fun seeing Wizards fan casting, and they went all out in many cases with them. We got.
I've been going all out. I've been ferocious with this.
So we decided that we're gonna do the same thing. And before, I got to give a shout out to Empathetic Connection. That's my boy Ralph. Wizard. And we decided that we're gonna do the same thing. So if you notice, it's pinned the link to the post section of the channel. And we are fan casting. And you notice I didn't show you the results. We're fan casting the Teen Titans. More importantly, we're going to be doing the Titans because we know these kids grow older and older. But starting with the villain, we're going with Deathstroke. Slade Wilson, you have 4 choices in each one of these polls. You get to pick them. We're going to have more characters in this fan casting that we're going to do next week. We're going to reveal all the answers next week on January 20th show. So for Deathstroke, we have Joe Manganiello, Jeffrey D. Morgan, which I think is a phenomenal pick, to be honest with you. You said Dan Stevens, which actually I didn't know. I didn't immediately think of Dan Stevens from Legion, and Garrett Hedlund. So first and foremost, got to give love to Joe.
I give lots of love to Joe.
I give lots of love to Joe because this is the guy got the job and he only had a couple of seconds on the roll. So I want to see it happen. I still think he could play the role. It's not my choice, but right now we have 44 votes. My goal is that we hit 100 votes by next week. I think it's possible. So please take a moment and let me know your picks. I see Nerdy Geek is in the house as well. What's going on, Nerdy Geek? Okay, so those are your choice for Deathstroke. Well, we go to our next one, and that is Beast Boy. With Beast Boy, we got Ian Armature. If you remember Young Sheldon, that's Young Sheldon, guys. He's grown up. Noah Jupe, which I don't really know who's Noah Jupe. So do you know who's Noah Jupe? Or Jupe?
I did.
He just looks the part, right? And this is how we're
casting. He looks the part, but he's actually a good actor. He's got a little something behind him.
Mm-hmm. Gaten Matarazzo, that's how you say his name. Gaten Matarazzo. Yeah. That's from Dustin from Stranger Things.
Oh, Noah Jupe is from A Quiet Place.
Ooh,
yeah. Listen, I did not research. I've researched for heavy hitters. Okay, heavy hitters in every category. I love the Titans. I will justify. I will justify these lists. There's one person on all these lists I will never justify, but everybody else I will justify.
Man, the one person, right? Mason Thames. He's also been picked as that was one of your picks, right, Mason?
Yes.
All right. I don't know anything about his face is familiar, but I don't know nothing about this.
You know him from wonderful Netflix projects, and that's all that matters.
There we go. All right, and then we're going with Raven. Raven's interesting because right now the votes we got 44 votes and it's a tight race. I think this is probably the most tightest race out of all of them. So for Raven, obviously Jenna Ortega, we got the girl from Wednesday, Daphne King, X23, Sophie Lilius. I believe she's from It, right? That's the girl from It.
Yep.
And Kali Spani. I can't even say that last name. I'm not sure about that last person. I don't know. I don't really know who she is. But I know the other three, and I know all the other three could pull it off. Right?
Absolutely. By the way, so what Mason is in Black Phone and Black Phone 2.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, telling you.
This one's a fun one, too, because right now I think someone's a clear winner at the moment.
Yes, and she's beautiful and wonderful, and I love her.
And I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up winning, but I'm not going to say who it is. So we have, for Starfire, we have Leslie Grace, Rachel Zegler, Kiki Palmer, and Zaza Beats. So
Zazie Beats.
And yes, to DJ Links, we are going 90201 rules.
Yo, I don't listen. Go Google these names. We are mostly age appropriate. We are,
and we're gonna go Titans. We're not even gonna call them Teen Titans. We're just gonna call them Titans because it's hard, man. And let's be honest. If you're gonna get kids under the age of 18 and stuff,
I picked
hard. It's gonna be all Nickelodeon kids.
I picked 90%. Early 20s. I was on these.
All right. So there's your Starfire characters. For Cyborg, we got a few of them. Victor Stone, we got Caleb McLaughlin. He's from Stranger Things. Spider-Man, the voice of Spider-Man. How you say
Shamik Moore?
Shamik Moore. Yep. Kelvin Harrison Jr.
Now Kelvin Harrison.
And Demetrius Flinor Jr. All right, I can see him say booyah. We
need them to say booyah.
Oh, I need a Cyborg to say booyah. I don't care.
No, we don't. We do not.
I want a booyah cycle.
I don't care because after what happened with the Justice League movie, I don't want to go through any of that. He should have never
been in the Justice League, in my opinion. Cyborg belongs in Titans.
They're always trying to make him happy, have me happen, and it's just crazy.
Make him happy. They're probably trying to make him happy. But I like Cyborg and the Titans. That's how I always see him. I don't see him as a Justice League member. I see him as a Titans member. All right. And then our last one here is Nightwing. We got the award-winning Timothy Chalamet.
Jacob Get out. He does not, that's the one who doesn't belong here, folks. He don't belong here. That man child is nobody's Nightwing. All right, no, out with him. Out with that skinny ping pong playing.
Yeah, but you're gonna get an award winning actor, man.
Banging No, out.
Award-winning actor.
I don't give a damn. If I need an award winner, all right, I'll call him for a Batman villain. He can play freaking Anarchy against Batman. I ain't calling him for Robin. I ain't calling him for Dick Grayson.
Anarchy?
I am not. Yeah, he could be Anarchy. I ain't calling him for Dick Grayson. I am not calling him for Dick Grayson.
Jacob Elordi, if you don't know who he is, that is Frankenstein's monster from the Frankenstein movie.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's tall. Like,
oh, he's tall, he's handsome, he's got that hair, you know.
Best looking Frankenstein monster I've ever seen.
I know. I mean,
I saw that movie and I was like, damn, he looked good.
Yeah, right. You're like going, wow, Cliff is having a field day watching this.
Right. Tanner Buchanan as well.
Cobra Kai.
He definitely vouched to play Nightwing, but I think he actually vouched to play Tim Drake more so than
I
Nightwing.
don't care. He is a real life martial artist. Mm-hmm. All right, and he can act. You know, he's got that charm / leadership. He can do the leadership. We saw him do all sorts of things in Cobra Kai. So I feel like, you know, he's got the chops.
All right, and then you have Asher Angel, Billy Batson himself.
Yes.
Who, you know what? He felt a little too old when he was in Shazam, but now I think he fits the role. I think Nightwing is always going to be a 20-something-year-old anyway.
Do any of these guys have the ass to pull it off? Yes, the bottom three. Skinny Chalamet, that freaking twig. I don't know why he's here. So the twig is...
Look, he says it too. Rob says it. I need a booyah.
Listen, if you get a booyah, every one of them has to do one of their stupid lines. They all got to do it.
I'm cool with that. All right. So, guys, please take an opportunity. Do the vote. We got about 40 votes in already. The goal is to hit 100 votes for this. We'll remind you guys again later.
Yeah. All
right. With that being said, Cliff, we got a lot to cover.
Azeroth, Metreon, Zinthos, baby. Let's go.
All right, just a reminder, we still got the giveaway, we still got the choices, so we still need 4 more super chats. We need 3 more super chats to get to the big one. There's a nice one, Cliff. There's a nice one in this pile. I'll say that,
I'll pretend to believe you.
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna give it away, but I would have kept it. I would have kept it. Yes. When you see what I'm talking, when you see it, if we get to it, when you see it, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. All right. Oh, he wants Tim Drake, Robin. Yes.
Okay. So I want you to know my intention for this film is we start with Robin, we end with Nightwing, so that way we can get to the Tim Drake of it all.
Yeah, the Tim Drake. But you know, before we even get to Tim Drake, we got to get to Jason Todd too.
No, I feel like Jason Todd is going to be an off-screen story that comes back to haunt us.
What? We got our next super chat from last month's winner, SP fan card with the $1.99. So, with that said, we got let's show it off one more time. Let's see here. Boop, 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 doo. All right, we already did this. We already did the spider. All right, so now you get to pick from one of the other 3 logos. You got a flaming skull, you got a null logo, and you got some weird...
That looks like, I don't know if that's a Thundercat or someone from Avatar. I'm leaning towards Avatar because, you know, it's very popular right now. And, you know, and Mark is breezing through the chat, so could be some ass kissing going on.
It could be. Who knows? We know. But we're going to give SP Fan Card an opportunity to make the selection. We already got the spider in, so we got Spider-Man 800, so you don't have to pick the spider. But you could pick one of the 3 other icons before we get to the IzzyVerse logo, because the IzzyVerse logo is the big one out of the bunch. So, Cliff, my man, let's go with the weird thing. I don't know what's the weird thing.
I'm assuming the cat head, because that's the one that, you know, you won't identify.
Right? The green weird head. It's a head. It's actually a head. So it's definitely a head. All right. So I'm gonna say that's what it is. The green weird thing is that. All right. You ready? Let's find out what it is. It's Avatar #1, the free comic book day, the 2027 edition. So that would be this book right here. There it is. We got an avatar. So it was an avatar.
I told y'all.
Absolutely, the green weird thing.
The green, yep. I am. I hope you're happy, Mark. I hope you're happy, Mark.
So we'll leave that sitting there out there for a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna just hide this from the stream for now. We got the 2 in there, and then we're gonna have to get the other 2 out. So it's been a long time since I've done one of these, and I've been wanting to do one for a very long time. We're gonna be doing Cliff. I believe this is gonna be your first spotlight. Is that correct?
Ooh. All right, let's do it.
Okay, when my computer decides to open up the file, we'll definitely be able to do it. All right, so yeah, there it is. So we're gonna be doing our first spotlight. So let me just go here. I'm gonna swap those 2 because I don't need that.
Living under your spotlight.
All right, and
only if you treat me right.
Let's go right there. Bam. There it is. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do here is, as always, when we do spotlight, we start spotlighting certain things. We're gonna be doing 70s icons. So all these icons made their debut in the 70s. Obviously, the 70s is most notably the Bronze Age. We don't really do it by ages because then you will get stuck with like certain like 80s or a little bit of the 60s or things like that. So it just made it easier.
I like decades. I feel like decades.
Yeah, decades make it easier. So for this one, we are doing the 70s. So all of these characters debuted in the 70s. And with that said, let's get this video started. All right. Now, I will say that this is also going to be a Go Collect article. So when we're done here, you will be seeing this article on Go Collect. I'm going to hopefully I'll get this out by the weekend because it does take me some time to do it. But I'll be working in the office in the next 2 days. So guess what I do while I'm in the office? I do these articles.
Izzy, you think you could redraw this one day?
What was that?
You think you could redraw this one day?
No, I love it. But think about it. Everybody you see there is from the 70s, including the artists.
Everybody I see here is draw. I'm just saying, Izzy, challenge yourself and show us how good you are.
Shh. Oh, please. I know where you're going at. I know what you're doing here. Because you don't like this artist, but I do.
I don't like this artist, but I mean, yes, Wolverine,
I think this piece is awesome.
Punisher. Isn't Moon Knight also 70s? Did we neglect Moonlight?
Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait.
We're gonna have to find out.
We are going to have to find out. So let's first start things off. Simply put, we have our honorable mentions. So we have a few honorable mentions. Unfortunately, this is a large list.
Yo, but how is Sabretooth an honorable mention?
That's how large this list is.
Listen, whoever's good enough to knock down Sabretooth.
I'm just saying.
And not to mention, ElfQuest has its own crazy ass cult fandom. You know, I can understand Deathlock and Man Thing because they're like esoteric. I get it, but like the other three, you know,
it was tough, dude. It was tough. Trust me when I say it was tough.
I see Howard the Duck back there, and let me tell you, if I would never put Howard the Duck above Sabretooth, never.
Guess we're gonna have to wait and find out.
Howard, if the list is a list of tragedies, I will put Howard the Duck on it.
All right, so let's get to it. Those are our honorable mentions. So you have Man Thing, Deathlock. Deathlock has a special place for me because Deathlock was in this first George Perez book. I believe is Astonishing. Is it Astonishing Tales? Yeah, issue 15.
I can't remember the issue number off the top of my head.
Yeah. Man Thing, he made his debut. I can't honestly remember that book either. I know Etrigan the Demon came into his own book, The Demon. ElfQuest Cutter was ElfQuest #1. So all of those books there. And of course, Sabretooth made his debut in Iron Fist issue number 15.
And listen, there's always going to be a special place in my heart for giant-sized Man-Thing.
There you go. Moving on, let's get things started with our first mention, and that is Darkseid. Darkseid made his first appearance. Really, technically, it was his first full appearance.
This is his first full appearance. Otherwise, it's his head showing up on TV sets.
Exactly. So if in Forever People #1, this book came out in 1970 for DC Comics. We have a high sale of $4,500 and a 9.8. That was back in March of 2021. The last sale of this book was in January of this month at $660 and a 9.6. So you can see the difference in price. It's pretty crazy when you look at it. Raws are going for about $95 at a fine, $365 9.4, and those are the average fair market values of the books. The CGC census on the Forever People #1 is 2,885. We have his first appearance, but it's also the first appearance of the Forever People.
That's right.
And the Doom Buggy. You gotta love that Doom Buggy. Right. But this is pretty much the start of the fourth world with Jack Kirby. So Jack Kirby is a big part of this time frame when it comes to the DC characters that we've talked about. This is one of those books that I don't think gets as much love as other books from the Jack Kirby, but I think this is very important because more importantly, Darkseid is we talk about Thanos, Darkseid came first.
Yep.
And
honestly, I think Darkseid's a little scarier.
I think Darkseid is scarier. And I think Darkseid there's more of a lore behind Darkseid as well.
Yes, so much more.
All right. Speaking of Darkseid, Darkseid is part of the fourth world, but more importantly, he is part of what we call the New Gods. So the New Gods also debuted in the 70s. We have Orion, Highfather, Light Ray, Mentron, Calabac, and that's just the start of it. They all made their debut in New Gods #1. This book came out in 1971 for DC Comics.
And the reprint facsimile is out today.
Yeah, we have a high sale of $3,339 and 9.8. That was in August of 2021. $92 for a 7.5 was the last sale, which was also this month. Raws go for $40, very fine. $483 and 9.6. There's currently 3,003 copies in the census. I have copies of this book. I love this book. I love just how Kirby utilizes, like he likes using photography and with the imagery, and you got Orion there with some photo of the moon, what I was saying, or something. I don't know. But to me, this is one of those books that I wanted in my collection, and by God, I have it in my collection.
It's just got such but it gives you the Interstellar vibes, like right off the bat.
Yeah, it was Kirby being like the most Kirby he could possibly be, right? And that was the thing with the New Gods in general. I know at this specific time frame, they weren't as, dare I say, they weren't as beloved then as they are today. I think it took time for it to happen. But I think
also he was weaving and crafting a very complex story.
He was, but at the same time, what a lot of people need to know about Kirby is like, this is Kirby doing things his way with nobody really getting involved. It's like, it's all Kirby, all him. He may have had help in maybe writing, but in scripting, but it's all Kirby here. So it just goes to show his strength. Dare I say, it wasn't as successful as DC might have wanted it to be, but still, we got a lot from it, which I'm super stoked about.
I agree. I got lots of love for that era.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go to our next book, and we're gonna stick with Kirby, and that's Mr.
Boy, you are on a Kirby kick.
Oh, dude, because it all came out at the exact same time, bro.
This could have all been number 20, just so you know. Just
to let you know, they're going in chronological order. So literally, all these debuts happen one behind the other, behind the other, behind the other. And we have Mr. Miracle and Big Barda We're going to be looking at 2 books because they both made their debut in 2 separate books, but they're all part of the same series. Starting with the first book, which is Mr. Miracle #1 that came out in 1971. We have a high sale of $6,300 and 9.8, and that was last year in February. Last sale of this book was $90. Very fine, and that was just recently. The Raws are going for $57 at a very good $264 and 9.6. This book is extremely attainable at that price. 2,088 copies. And it's Mr. Miracle's first appearance.
What a wild shift from that 9.8 to that 9.6.
Yeah, it is. And we're talking about a year difference here.
Yep.
So, and the reason being is that there is a bit of a hype behind Mr. Miracle. There's a series coming out, an animated series coming out for DC Studios in regards that's going to have Mr. Miracle. So therefore, this book has been moving upwards in price. I do believe that price may not stay like that for long. So if you want to get this book, my suggestion is try to look for it now while it's quiet. If not, you're going to see price upticks. This book is going to be a $100 book very soon. In a raw, at least.
Yeah, it's almost there now.
Yeah, it's almost there now. All right. Let's talk about that other book, and that is Mr. Miracle issue #4. And this one goes for about the same amount, right? This came in a couple of months later, 6,509.8. That was in August of 2023. The last sale was $77 at a fine. $68 at a fine is what the fair market value of the book is. $230.90. 904 copies. That's the thing I find interesting about this. There's less than 1,000 copies in the census of the first appearance of Big Barda.
You know, I don't think people are on it. I bet once the animated series comes on HBO Max, it's gonna take an uptick.
So who wins in the fight, Barda or Wonder Woman?
Wouldn't you like to know? Well, the fact that Barda really admires Wonder Woman, I'm gonna say Wonder Woman overall, but it's gonna be a really interesting fight. You know, full of 2 battle-ridden women who are very respectful of each other.
You know what? I give Barda the edge.
No, dude. No.
I give her a little bit of the edge. I get what you're saying about the fact that she respects, but I'm saying an all-out battle, man.
I know. Barda will fight dirty, and Wonder Woman will be like, I've fought dirty people before, and be like, pow, 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 pow. That's it.
I would like to see that as a DC KO. Just have it happen. Just make it happen.
Yeah, you know what? If someone put some real heart into it, that would have been great. Barda will be in there. She'll get the Beta Club. You know, she'll do her tricks. She'll use the Mother Box to teleport around and smack Wonder Woman around. You know, Wonder Woman will do her Zen shit and be like, yo, I don't even need to be looking at you to sense you coming. Flip her over, disarm her, hit her with her own Beta Club, lasso her up, and then pow, KO. Next round.
All right.
I believe in you, Diana. That's the reason you're on the top.
Let's do this. Let's go to our next book here. And our next character is going to be Raja Ghul or Raisha Ghul, whatever how you say it.
Mm-hmm. The Demon's Head.
The Demon's Head, who made his debut in Batman 232 for DC Comics. Now look at this high sale. $22,000 and 9.8. That was in March of 2022. An 8.0's last sold at $640 this past week. Raws are going for $383 that are very good. 8.5 is the average at $644. 4,291 copies in the census. This is the first appearance of Raja Ghul. This is also the second appearance of Talia al Ghul. So she made her appearance, I think, in the issue beforehand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me about the Demon's Head.
Nothing. He's a great villain. And if you've been following Absolute Superman, then you've seen the absolute version of him taking on the Man of Steel. But I love Ra's al Ghul, a nearly immortal villain, you know, trying to put the needs of the planet ahead of mankind's needs. You know, he's just the right kind of sinister. And then he has his League of Assassins and all this other nonsense. I mean, like, I love it. I love it. He's immortal. He's a cult leader. He's many things.
He was one of those very first villains that he wasn't one-dimensional.
Yeah.
And that's what made him so good, that in some cases you see his logic. You understand where he's coming from. But then again, when he goes into the Lazarus pit, he goes ape wild.
Yeah, it comes out bonkers nuts. I love that.
So that's what you get with Ra's al Ghul. All right, let's go to our next book here. And our next character is, of course, Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing had to make the list. Man Thing couldn't make it, but Swamp Thing had to make it. Here's what's
That's a respectable trade-off. Respectable.
Here's the thing about Swamp Thing that I find very interesting. He made his debut in House of Secret 92. This book has a high sale of $90,000 in September 21. $965. Very good is the last sale of this book. And that actually is the fair market value of the book. $2,000 for 7.0. There's 3,956 copies in the census.
I got to tell you, trying to get a 9.8 of this.
Mm-hmm. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what's interesting about this. This is the first appearance of a Swamp Thing. The Swamp Thing that we know and love, which is Alec Holland, he's the Swamp Thing that seems to be the popular one. He made his debut in Swamp Thing #1. Both of these books are done by the great Bernie Wrightson, which I think is part of the reason why this book has such a high value as well. Because it's, with Swamp Thing, it's just very interesting how much this book is on demand and how many times people love this book. So I was shocked when I saw the 90K of it. I understand this is an on-demand book, and this is probably one of those a holy grail type of book.
I mean, look how dark the cover is. Try to find that in 9.8.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a trip around the world.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think about House of Secrets in general? As far as
it's a fine title. And by the way, Bernie Wrightson got his start on that title.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I love me some Swamp Thing. And Alex Olsen versus Alec Holland. I mean, I don't know why they had to make changes, but it's fine. They came up with
a prototype thing or something like that.
I mean, maybe, but you know what? The fact that they just integrated this story into Swamp Thing mythology is really well done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, let's go to our next book here. And our next character, Green Lantern John Stewart.
Hey.
How you
doing, John Stewart? I was like, Lanterns is coming out, baby. We're ready.
He made his debut in Green Lantern 87. Technically, Green Lantern co-starring Green Arrow. That was also in 1971 from DC Comics. The high sale of this book is $10,800 and 9.8. That recently sold a year ago around this exact same time. We have a last sale of $191 at a 4.5. Look at 1 year later. The Raws are going for $235 at a very good. The graded copy, the average is $512 at 8.0. We have 2,756 copies in the census. Yeah, this is another one of those iconic covers. This is a book that will go up in value as well because we have the Lantern series coming up.
Yeah, of course. And I was going to say, the Lantern series seems to be like, oh, we're going to do Hard Traveling Heroes, but we're going to do it with 2 Green Lanterns. We're going to not do a Green Arrow. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I love me some John Stewart, engineer, veteran, superhero, Justice League Unlimited alumni. He's all the many things.
Yeah, for many people, John Stewart has become their version of Green Lantern. As a result, you just said it there, Justice League, the Justice League animated series from the 2000s. Hal Jordan took a back seat to John. Not that he should deserve to take a back seat, but he did because of that. And for many people, like some of us, my Flash is Wally.
Yeah. Well, again, and like my Flash is Wally, my Green Lantern is Kyle. Even when we got Justice League Unlimited, Hal Jordan was still Parallax in the comics.
Mm-hmm. So we have that one. All right, let's take a look at our next character, next icon from the 70s, and that's Werewolf by Night. Another one of those books that was a big horror book back in the 70s. Horror was huge in the 70s.
I see.
Yeah, exactly. So he made his debut in Marvel Spotlight #2 in 1972 for Marvel Comics. $566 and 9.8. That is tremendously low in my point of view. That was in September of 2021. So think about that. That was during the boom. The last sale of this book is $435 at 7.5. The raws are going for $283 fine, $385 at a 7.0. There's 2,785 copies in the census. This is the first appearance of Jack Russell, who we know as Werewolf by Night.
I would like to say this is an excellent example of someone that I would have ranked lower than Sabretooth. But it is a good collectible. It is a good collectible.
Yeah, it's a good collectible. And again,
I would have ranked him lower than Etrigan as well. But here we are.
Yeah, you gotta do a little balancing here and stuff like that.
It's a balancing. Let's see how we do after Marvel Spotlight number 2. I don't love panel covers too much, but I actually kind of like this one.
It's cool, and I like the red. The red seems to work really well. That's when you think of Tomb of Dracula as well, it works here. And I think if it wasn't for the TV series, which I love, and I think we will be seeing Jack Russell return.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think we will see it. So
come on, Midnight Suns. You're all we got left. Do something right over there at MCU. Do something right.
Midnight Suns over Blade seems a little odd to me.
No, it is odd. I'm just saying, get it right. If you're gonna do it, get it right.
Point out. Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, is our next icon from the 70s. And he was all part of the Black exploitation movement that was happening back in the 70s. So we got Luke Cage, Heroes for Hire, number 1, that came out in 1972 for Marvel Comics. This one also has a super high sale of $102,000 and 9.8. That was September of 2022. Last sale of this book was $414 at an 8.0. Again, that happened just recently. $151 for a very good, $399 for an 8.0, and there's 5,099 copies in the census.
Very impressive. And it's Black exploitation, by the way.
Yep.
For those who don't speak Izzy.
What did I say?
I don't even know what you said.
I said black exploitation.
I don't know. I don't want to think about what you said. I just want to say it's Black exploitation. And not
that was the whole point.
I think you said exportation, and I
didn't say exportation.
My heart flipped. My heart didn't skip a beat. It flipped.
No. I meant to say exploitation. I didn't read anything else out of it. It's the dialect, but it looks like Ralph Cramden's in the background. Is that Ralph Cramden?
What do you mean?
The guy that's being held, the police officer that
he's just a fat cop that ate too many donuts.
He looks like Ralph Cramden.
It's the 70s, all right? We got Black exploitation, we got donut eating cops, we got all sorts of
this is also written by Stan Lee, if I'm not mistaken. Stan Lee wrote this story.
Wow.
Exactly. Just like he did for She-Hulk, he wrote it and then was gone by the first issue. He just did the first issue and then he bounced. So Luke Cage, Heroes for Hire, number 1. Our next character is Ghost Rider Johnny Blaze. Probably one of the biggest characters of that time. And he made his debut in Marvel Spotlight. I was so shocked to see that Marvel Spotlight was such a big book at the time.
Luke Cage, first issue. Archie Goodwin is the writer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is Archie Goodwin.
It is Archie Goodwin, yes.
Okay, thank you for the correction. Marvel Spotlight number 5, 1972 for Marvel Comics. We have $360,000 in the 9.8. That was in January of 2024. Last sale of this book is $721 at a fine. $600 at a very good is the average. $1,827, 8.0 for a graded. 6,948 copies in the census.
360K in 2024. But you know what? It's a black cover.
It's a black cover. 9.8.
It's difficult, but that's okay. All right. When we reach like that number for this book gives me trepidation, right? Yeah. Like 15 million for Action 1, where I know there are so few left in existence. you know, and it would just be the cherry on top of my collection, you know, the crowning achievement, right? And this is very nice. I don't know about no 360 for a 9.8. I mean, and definitely like what's a 9.4 go for? Like 360, like that's a home. That's a home. In some places, that's a condominium in a townhouse. I mean, you know, that's like 8 trailer homes depending on where you go.
Oh yeah, depending on you could get a pretty good condo here.
For 360?
Yeah, a condo. May not be a house. If you get a house,
it'll be a condo. Right. I mean, would it be more than 600 square feet? Yeah, okay.
I'm not a real estate agent to tell you. So
listen, I'm down with the real estate market. 360, like that's a house. Like, and if you're super rich,
that's a house outside of New York.
Oh no, that's a house even in parts of New York. Oh no. Oh yeah. And
parts of the hood, baby.
If you own your own property and you want to set up a separate quarters for your butler, that 360 will pay for that separate quarters because the modular home system is great. It's great. Listen, some of you are not prepared to win the lotto, but this bitch is. This bitch is.
I can't wait
all the time.
I can't wait till a certain book pops up. I'm loving it. All right. Yep. In upstate, you could get it for 360.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Can't get it. Not in New York. In New York, that number's not possible.
Let me tell you, once you have real money, you don't want to be down there anyway. You're just like, yeah, let's go somewhere pretty and away.
You ready for number? Thanos and Thrax. We got to put Thrax in there. You know what I'm saying?
This one you did a 2-for-1, but okay.
I had to. It did, and this was more than a 2-for-1. But I wanted to throw in Drax because, you know, I like Drax. And that is, if you don't know it by now, you got to know it. It's Iron Man 55. This book came out in 1973 from Marvel Comics. High sale of this book is $19,200 and a 9.8, and that was in June of 2022. $519 and a 7.0 was the last sale. $378 and very good. $630 and 8.5. There's currently $6,650. 6,650 copies in the census. You got the first appearance of Thanos. You got the first appearance of Thrax the Destroyer. You got the first appearance of Star Fox. You got the first appearance
of Arrows, who later becomes Star Fox.
Yeah, I know it's Arrows. You know, that's his other name. Kronos and Mentor. This is a 5-for-1 first appearance key. That is insanity to me. And the fact that this book is less than $20,000 is crazy. Mm-hmm. There you go.
This is where he becomes Star Fox, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Avengers 232. Just putting it out there. Just letting you know.
Yeah, a bit of a problematic character.
Oh my God, is he ever? But I still love him.
This is one of my books. If I get this book, it's gonna probably be that very good price.
Oh, look who showed up in the chat. It's Hyper Black Knight. He says 2 characters in one book is like dos mujeres en un camino.
No, esto es como, this is como, I don't even know, esto es como 5 mujeres en un camino.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's no heated rivalry, that's for sure.
Yeah. But this is Drax, this is Jim Starlin pretty much getting started with his whole space opera, because that's what this is all about. Jim Starlin doing Iron Man, but to be honest with you, it's more about Thanos than it was about Iron Man. You forget that this is an Iron Man book, even though it is Iron Man.
Listen, Thanos' first 2 appearances revolve around Iron Man and the Blood Brothers. So, like, you know, like Iron Man is tied into it. And when the Infinity Gauntlet crap goes down, Iron Man's still one of the people standing.
Yeah.
So, you know, Iron Man, better or worse, Iron Man's part of all this. Whether we like it or not, he's part of all this.
Yeah. So it kind of makes sense. You know, I'm just saying.
Oh, wait, the snap? Yes, it does make sense.
Yeah.
It does.
All right. Of course. The Daywalker. Blade makes the list. He made his first appearance in Tomb of Dracula, issue number 10 from Marvel Comics in 1973. High sale of this book is $48,000, and that was September of 2021. $300 in the no grade was the last sale. $400 at very good is the raw sale. $1,160 at an 8.5. There's currently 5,627 copies in the census. You know what? I'm so happy they changed his outfit. You know what I'm saying?
And yet people still know about the outfit. They still know.
It's just like the guy has green pants and green shades.
It was the 70s, and you know it.
Okay, did you see anybody in the 70s wear green shades? I've never seen anybody wear green shades.
Yo, the 70s were wild, man. I have seen color photos of all sorts of crazy shit in the 70s. I will not question it. All right? The boots, outrageous. The styles, crazy. You know, like the
pants I could see because it could be like camouflage pants.
The fact that the dude drawing Cyclops put Cyclops in Buccaneer boots because he liked to wear Buccaneer boots. I'm just like, the 70s were crazy. I wasn't there. I've seen the pictures. I've seen some documentaries. There was a lot going on. There was a lot of interesting drugs. And let's just leave it at that.
But let's go ahead and read what it says here. Drop that girl, Dracula, or this wooden knife will finish you off forever. Maybe your hot stuff back in Transylvania, but nobody messes around with Blade, the vampire slayer. He's a slayer, he's a hunter, he's a...
I am very happy that they upgraded it to Blade the Vampire Hunter.
And he got a wooden... he holding it too, like... Oh, you gotta love the 70s. You gotta love the 70s. I see Mad Spidey in the house. What's up, Mad Spidey?
Love Simon.
There you go. All right, let's go to our next one.
A number. This bitch. Sabretooth. All right. The look, Dave said it great. Him. Sabretooth did not make this list. All right. Man-Thing did not make this list. Etrigan the Demon, a Jack Kirby creation for DC, did not make this list. Wendy and her husband, the Peonies, and ElfQuest did not make this list because we needed this observational slice of life. They didn't get it right until Seinfeld came to life on television. Howard the Duck, who had the most ridiculous failed movie of all time.
But he had a movie done by George Lucas.
The disrespect.
George Lucas.
The disrespect.
Come on, you gotta do that.
The disrespect is that he first appears in Man-Thing. He first appears in Man-Thing.
Man-Thing. So actually, he first appears in the book Adventures into Fear, but it's actually Fear is the title of the book. So it's Fear 19 that debuted in 1973 for Marvel Comics. This has a high sale of $4,800 and 9.8. That was in February 2022. Last sale of this book was $75 in December. The Raws go for $73. Very good. $199 at a 9.0. There's currently 1,613 copies. And yes, this is the first appearance of Howard the Duck. I wanted Howard the Duck for the fun of this moment. This was a moment I wanted, so I had to throw in Howard.
Listen,
Howard is iconic. The
only thing more upsetting than this is the nerve of you putting Timothy Chalamet as an option for Nightwing.
You're still with that Timothy Chalamet? We're past that right now. We're not even talking about Timothy Chalamet.
I want you to know that I rank my levels of anger, and like Timothy Chalamet as Nightwing is like peak infuriating. This is insulting because Sabretooth.
Brother Blood.
I didn't get to any more of the spicy dudes. Oh wait, did I do Brother Blood? I think I did Brother Blood.
Possibly, but we'll talk about that later. All right. Our next book here, Shang-Chi, the Master of Kung Fu. That was a big book during the 70s. So
yeah. I'll give it to him.
Special Marvel Edition issue 15 featuring the Hands of Shang-Chi, Masters of Kung Fu. This debuted in 1973 for Marvel Comics. This has a high sale of $20,050 and 9.8. That was in August of 2021. $77 at a fine. $118 is the average for the fine. $201 at 8.5. There's currently 5,771 copies in the census.
I mean,
I like that. Izzy has no clue.
Yep.
No, that was my fun moment. Howard the Duck is well known to the public eye. So yes.
As the most failed movie of all time. That's how they.
It looks like we have a super chat, and we got not just any super chat. We got a super chat of $20 by the Coin Collector. Thank you so much. You guys are funny. So Coin Collector, you get to pick an icon. If you stick around, we'll do it. But we still
You
have
got the null icon and the oh my god! Oh, the null icon and the Ghost Rider icon are left.
Yeah, the null icon and the flaming skull. So those are the two you get to pick. All right, let me know in the chat, and we'll get to it. All right, Shang-Chi, another one of those. They were taking advantage of the kung fu era of the 70s, just like the black exploitation that was going on as well. There was space opera, but this is Jim Starlin, and Jim Starlin he loves kung fu. So he was big on kung fu. So Jim Starlin also a big part of this. He was big in the 70s with his storytelling, especially in the fact that him and Marvel, he used to get in trouble a lot with Marvel. You know what I mean? But this character at this time, talking about problematic. His dad on they changed it for the movie, but this was a big book for its time.
It was. I mean, by the way, the writers are Steve Englehart and Jim Starlin.
Mm-hmm.
And the penciler of this issue is Jim Starlin.
Yeah.
This is not a conversation I ever want to have with Jim Starlin.
About Shang-Chi?
I'm not like, I would be like, yo, do you want to sign this? Like, cool. Like, I would not have a full conversation with him.
Why is that?
Because we all know there are, if you have not heard me talk about this, there are many faces to a lot of people who wrote the things we love. And Jim Starlin is a many faces kind of guy. He did exactly what I told you he was going to do when you put Thanos Quest in front of him. He did the joke word for word and everything, and you rolled over for it.
You can't help it. You can't help it.
You can't help it. I can help it. I'll be like, oh my god, I love you so much. Could you sign here and not over Thanos' face? Like I like
He doesn't sign over the face. He signs over the face.
I know, but I know. It's like right over. It's like right over. Did you send that in to get graded? I can't wait.
Yeah. No, I didn't send it to get graded because there was an issue with it. I will eventually get it graded because I do have Ron Lim's signature in it as well.
Oh, look at you! So someone for press and grade.
For Thanos Quest, I don't think Thanos Quest. You could press it, but because it's a square bound, it becomes a little harder.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's very tricky.
Okay, let's go to our next icon, and I have to click this button. Our next icon is probably one of the biggest icons.
Well, only because he needs a big gun. We all know he's compensating for something. Actually, maybe he's not, because Elektra thought he was a good lay in the Marvel Max series. So let me find out.
Go ahead, Cliff. What's the book?
Amazing Spider-Man. I can't remember the issue. All I remember is the first appearance of the Jackal.
Here's what I find amazing about this book. What I found was that this book was going for $43,200.
Mm-hmm.
The other books that we talked about are going for way more than this one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that was back in June of 2022. The last sale of this book was $3,950 at 9.2.
But look at what this book has going for it that the others did not.
That it's still selling.
Hello, look at the census number. There's a ton of these on the census.
Right. So the Raws are going for $820 at a very good, $1,759 at an 8.0. And yes, we have 19,782 copies in the census that we know of, guys. The census numbers are not always, that's the number that they have on file. However, books get cracked open, books also get resubmitted. So those numbers always change. This is the first appearance of Punisher, but also bear in mind this is an Amazing Spider-Man comic book. So with an Amazing Spider-Man comic book, they were printed high at that time. So that's part of the reason why you have so many. But this is a book that continuously sells, makes sales. This book is always hot. It always falls under the hot 10 list when we talk about hot 10 books of the month, of the week, whatever. This book is hot because Punisher is on fire right now. And Cliff is looking for something. He can't find
one of my comic books just vanished behind the desk. Yeah, I'm sure you've had that happen. I'm a little disarmed. I'm a little disarmed.
Just don't step on it. That's all.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like when I get out of here, I'm gonna have to go around and like be real careful.
All right, but yeah, you know what? I think this book's price is gonna go up.
Well, it depends on how that movie goes.
What you have Spider-Man, and you also have the special,
and we'll see.
It's John Berthon. People love him.
Well, that part is true. That part is true.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, they got to be on their game because you know, their game has been off center.
Agreed. We'll see what happens. All right, let's go to our next icon of the 70s. Iron Fist Danny Rand is making the list. And
good for him. You know, and I remember
another Marvel premiere
showed up in his book.
Well, Marvel premiere. No, we did Marvel Spotlight, but this is Marvel premiere issue number 15, 1974 from Marvel Comics. We have a high sale of $12,000 and 9.8. That was in April of 2022. However, this book has dropped in value a lot. Last sale of this book was $120. They're very good. $115 is the fine for Raw. $331 for a 9.0. Census count, we got 5,930. Yeah, you know, do you think we're gonna get Danny to kind of like make his return? Like all this talk about, you know, all the other Defender characters, which I don't consider them the real Defenders. I consider them more Marvel Knights than the Defenders, to be honest with you. But when it comes to the Netflix Defender characters, do you think we're gonna get Danny Rand returning?
I don't know. This was such a people. I mean, people I don't know. Like his Netflix show.
You're gonna get everybody back except for him.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm sorry that his was the show that seemed to get the worst reception.
It was bad.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I kind of dug it. Especially season 2. Season 2 did a lot of good work, and I think nobody has watched season 2 except me.
I barely watched season 1. I didn't even know there was a season 2.
Oh my, yeah, season 2.
Iron Fist? You should.
Season 2 of Iron Fist. Let me tell you, you need to watch
really
that.
Exist?
Of course it exists, and it's good. You need to watch it. That shit gets.
Why?
Yo, because they're like, okay, we need to course correct.
I don't know if there was a season 2. Now you gotta look. You gotta have to fact.
Yo, this season 2 is wild. His brother, like, it comes at him. He's trying to steal the Iron Fist from him. Homegirl, who like was his pal, who then felt betrayed by him because her father died, even though her father was a maniac. Like, she's part of the revenge plot. Like, there's all sorts of stuff going on in season 2. And there's even a Daughter of the Dragons episode. Because
man,
I'm telling you,
that, man.
But listen, give season 2 a try. It's wild, and then of course it never really went anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Wolverine.
It's Wolverine, also known as James Houslett, also known as Logan. What book was it that he made his debut in?
The Incredible Hulk, number 180 and 181, depending on who you want to fight with. Now, I want to remind everybody that every Marvel Universe card for 3 straight editions said his first appearance was 180, and then CGC came around and it's like, no, it's a cameo.
It is technically. It is a cameo. Let's be honest. It's a one pager.
I know, but he's there. It's just like Venom.
It's just like Venom.
$2.99. He's there.
So We are counting Hulk 181 as the first full appearance because that's a big money book anyway.
Because he's on the cover, he has dialogue, it's all the things.
Yep,
but
it's all there.
To be fair, this is, even when I was a kid, everybody knew this cover. Everybody recognized this cover, even though we always were like, oh, 180 was like the first appearance.
Yeah. We have a high sale of $138,000 in 9.8. That was September of 2022. Last sale of this book was $2,000 at a 6.0, $1,792 at a fine for the Raws, $3,783 at a 7.5. We have a census count of 19,498, too shy from 500. Yeah, there's a lot of books out there.
Listen, there's a lot of like somebody's hoarding these, you know, whatever a-hole is doing there, I'm pissed, but somebody's hoarding these because there's a lot of copies for the census. I'm like, you can't find a reasonably affordable copy to save your life. Everything is like a small business loan level or a refinance of your house or the deposit for a new car, like just so you can get yourself a decent copy that you can go home and feel proud of. You know, I'm a good guy.
Here's my question for you. In your opinion, we all know the number one superhero in Marvel Comics is Spider-Man. We all know that one. Would Wolverine be number two?
Sometimes,
I know it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Sometimes well, no, I don't know if you remember, but there were various times of where they did polls on the most recognizable comic book character in the world. Often Superman would win. And
no,
there
I'm
was
about Marvel. I'm talking about Marvel.
Listen to me, Izzy.
Okay, all right.
Often there would be a whole thing about who it was. And for several years during my youth, all right, after the death of Superman and the introduction of the X-Men movies and the Spider-Man movies from Fox and Sony, that is when I saw those annual polls shift back and forth between Spider-Man and Wolverine and not Superman. So it is interesting and of note to me that these two, Spidey and Wolvie, in some years of my life, carried the same weight as Superman. I found that very interesting, and that is my share with you. Also, Papa Wheelie gave us a super chat.
That's right. Papa Wheelie gave us a chat. So that means we got the 2 books in there. So we've reached that. So we're gonna come on.
Do the 2 books, Izzy. Come on, show us the books.
We're gonna do it. Wait, let's finish this list. Let's get
to the list. Fine. Okay.
But thank you, Papa Wheelie. Of course, Papa Wheelie says the real first is 180.
Well,
you know why. You know why, right?
He has it. He's got one.
Because he has a copy. That's why. Honestly, I gotta say, he's got to be Marvel's number 2 guy.
Probably.
You know, more so than Iron Man, more so than Captain America, more so than pretty much anybody else in the Marvel universe.
Well,
he's the number 2 guy.
I would argue that at this moment in time, Iron Man and Deadpool are really high up there.
Yeah, but I still don't see that. I still believe Wolverine, because we still got Hugh Jackman and people love Hugh.
Yeah, but no, Izzy, the real question you're asking is about recognizable, right? And
the real question is popularity.
Well, that's the thing. Well, okay, I'm not going to argue that they do and don't go hand in hand. Yeah. But I'm saying, if you know what, this is a very good Izzy on the street that we should do. You know, we got to do. That's what we should do. Trending on the streets, and then we'll ask people who they think like is the most popular Marvel character, and then it'll be hilarious.
Yeah, then some dummy is going to say Dragon Ball Z. Okay.
Yeah, whatever they say, Goku, Batman, whatever. But we're doing this. We're doing this. We're going to pull 100 people. Freaking, what do you call it? Rules. We're gonna do it like Family Feud rules.
Here goes Nerdy Geek.
Nerdy Geek.
Superman over Spider-Man over Wolverine. There we go. Well, we got all the books in. So
thank you, Nerdy.
Thank you so much. We're to go. Yes. Really appreciate it, everybody. Deadpool and Wolverine.
See, he thinks it's a tie. I'm telling you, man.
I think Deadpool's a different type of character, because I think with Deadpool, it's more about Ryan Reynolds than it is about Deadpool.
It may be, but the point is there's Deadpool stuff everywhere.
Yeah, but so is Harley Quinn.
I know. That bitch is famous too. I'm saying They became household names.
Yeah.
You know, everybody knows who Harley Quinn is. Everybody knows who Deadpool is. Like I'm just saying, it's a real battle royale for the popularity contest.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Move on.
That's the poll we need to do once we get 100 people polling in.
All right, now we got the X-Men, and we're really referring to Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler, and Thunderbird. They made their debut
in giant size X-Men number one.
And this was no denying, right? So this one came out in 1975 from Marvel Comics. We have a high sale of $699.
What?
Gotta be wrong. That's wrong.
That is wrong. That is
wrong, guys.
So
my
wrong.
apologies. Yeah, my apologies for that.
Yo, that never happened.
That is definitely a typo. So we'll fix that right now.
Never happened.
I wish, right?
We all wish. We were like, who is this guy? He's a legend. He's a legend.
Giants, yeah. I was like, oh my goodness. But I did see a crazy sale for one of these books earlier today. I can't believe I missed that typo, especially with 9.9 in the list. So I definitely gotta fix that.
Woo!
Oh yeah. Wait till you see me fix this.
Oh my God! Don't worry, I believe in you, Izzy. I believe in you. I believe in you.
I was doing so well too.
You were doing really great.
All right, let's go ahead and fix this. I'm gonna exit this out for a second here. I lost you in my screen.
I'm still here. They can still see.
I know you're still there. It's just that I have these multiple screens, so I got to find out. Oh, there you are. Perfect. All right. So as we talk about this, go ahead and let the world know a little bit about what's going on with you.
What's going on with me? Oh my goodness. There's all sorts of things. I had some recently great interviews. I had Sheena on Saturday for Comics and Coffee, and I had Cody Collects on Sunday for Comics and Coffee. 2 great shows, 2 great guests, 2 great conversations about collecting. I did put Cody on the spot as a new collector, modern collector. And so that was really the conversation, but he is like as he mentioned, he's like, well, I am late 20s. So I'm like, okay, so it's not like a kid picking up the new books off the street, So that was a lot of fun. I'm going to have, let's check the calendar, everybody. Who's Cliff getting this weekend? I may or may not have somebody for Saturday, which is problematic for me. But for Sunday, I'm going to have on Randy, also known as Swarm of Comics.
Oh, cool!
And he's going to be on my show. I've given him the homework assignment, and we're gonna have a good time.
All right, we fixed the numbers. Sorry about that, guys.
170,000 for a 9.9, everybody. And you know what? Now this is funny, right? Because 170 for this book for a 9.9, I would not sneeze at.
It is still very impressive. When you look at it from that perspective, it's still, I have to say, it's much lower than I expected. But again, it has to do with the census count, right? So
yeah,
I look at the high sale, $170,000 at 9.9. That was in June of 2024. We have a last sale of $1,000 at a 3.0, $954 at a very good, $2,826 at an 8.5. 14,916 copies in the census. This is the first appearance of Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Thunderbird. This is also the first appearance of Eliandra Rasputin, Krakoa. We got the second full appearance of Wolverine, but it's his 5th appearance in comics. It's all crazy, his thing.
And Iliana, for those of you that don't speak Izzy.
And thank you, Papa. You have one damn job. Dude, it's a lot of work when you got to do all this stuff. It's a lot. I do my best, and I know when something's off.
I mean, I saw from a mile away. I was like $6.99. That never happened.
I double check and I triple check at times, and even then, I was like, "My apologies, guys." So it does happen.
Yeah, when they announced that there was an actual 9.9, I lost it. I was like, "Where did they find this thing?"
White background.
Yes, like who? Like someone had it. You know what? It was probably like Mr. White Gloves, where he puts all the comics in the box, puts the vacuum bag over it, and vacuum seals the box.
Yeah.
Or one of them dudes like that guy on that show with the doctor in the Hamptons, and he killed people in his comic book vault room because it sucks all the air out when you leave, but he left the dude trapped in there. I can't remember the name of it. It was like, I don't know, but it was a really good show on USA with a doctor who worked on an island. I like that one.
All right. Great book, man. Great book. No help from Cliff. I get it.
I know, Matt. It's true. It's true. I can't do anything from over here. I can't do anything.
Now let's go with Moon Knight.
Yeah.
With Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night 32 in 1975 from Marvel Comics, $70,500 at 9.8. That was in March of 2022. $685 at 6.0 is the last sale. $610 is very good raw. $1,405 at 8.5. There's currently 6,277 copies in the census. It's Moon Knight.
It is Moon Knight.
Another one of those books that it's like interesting that it's that high.
Well, I think more people enjoyed the series than not, even though it clearly had a divided audience. But I think more people liked it than didn't like it.
I think a lot of people like there were certain things that people didn't like, and there was some like stuff that I think they could have worked on. But I think the overall public liked it.
Yeah, I think so too. And I was very happy to see Silver Scarab. I was very excited. Love her.
Yeah, and I want to see a season 2 because I want to see Jake Lloyd.
Even if we don't get a season 2, put them in a damn movie. Get them to work. You know,
so hopefully we'll get that Midnight Suns with Moon Knight in it.
Yeah, I want listen as long as Scarlet.
Hey, Nerdy, I do double check my slides, but it becomes challenging at times. It happens.
Yeah,
it does happen. But I do double.
We're not young anymore. We got them eyes that are tired and effed up. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know about Izzy, but diabetes plays freaking games with my vision.
Yeah, I will triple check. I usually beforehand I will get Shane to look at it, but we don't have Shane anymore, and Cliff is always busy.
It is true. I'm terribly busy, and like I gotta be like 4 places at once on Tuesday. And you see, I came busting in here.
Our next character is Bullseye. Another popular character. Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Bullseye over Sabretooth. I get it.
No, I love me some Bullseye.
All right.
I love Bullseye's here. Yeah, Bullseye's the Howard the Duck over Sabretooth is the one appalling. And there was somebody else I said it too. But yeah.
All right, $8,476 at a 9.8. That was April of 2023. We got $142 at a no grade that's sold. However, the raws are going for $96 fine, $297 at 8.5. There's 5,221 copies. It's the first appearance of Bullseye.
Yep.
Believe it or not, I have the cover of this book.
I believe it. You got only the cover.
Only the cover. I literally have just the cover of this book, which he sold it for like $5. I was like, you know what? Here you go. I'll take it. Just to say I have the cover. And I could display it too, and people won't even know the difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bullseye is a fun character, man. He's such a fun character.
And he's a great villain. And he's often used well. That's what I really like.
Well, I do like Colin Farrell's take on Bullseye in a weird way, because he was a little comical, but it kind of fit the mold of what I thought Bullseye would be like. He was probably one of the very few things I liked about that movie, because that movie made me fall asleep, with the exception of his scenes. But Bullseye in the TV show was great. I don't know what the name of the actor that played him, but he was great. And the fact that he kept coming back is also what I enjoyed. That this was a character that he's that good that we're bringing him back. So yeah, I'm with Rattlesnake. He is underrated. I think he's an underrated character.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like clearly people know him.
Here's a fun one. Nova Richard Rider. He made his debut on my birthday.
Oh, hey.
Nova number
birthday
1.
Book.
Yeah, this is my birthday book. Came out in 1976 in September. $3,000 and 9.8 was the highest sale of this book. That was June of 2022. Notice 2022, 2021 comes out a lot. There's a good reason for that. $32 are very fine. Raws are going for $43. They're very fine now. $185 and 9.8. Look at the difference between the two prices. Just for
Insane.
1 point. Really 1 point.
It's a big 1 point. It's a big
Right?
1 point.
9,661 copies in the census. Now, the $3,000 versus $185 has everything to do with the hype behind Nova and the expectation of when Nova's going to show up, because Nova will eventually show up.
One would hope.
Know when.
One would hope.
You know, so this is my birthday book, so I do have a copy of. I do have a graded copy as well. So it's pretty cool. I enjoy it. You know, we still got to get to the trending list, and we got a while. All right,
Yeah, my girl.
there she is in all her beauty.
Yes, she is.
Power Girl made the list, and she made her first appearance. Cliff, where did she make her first appearance?
Oh my gosh. Her first appearance was in All-Star Comics number 58 after a big ass hiatus from the book. You know, we got Power Girl, Kara Zor, only L, cousin to Superman, showing up. Just great. Love it. Love it.
This book
She had
came out
such
in
good luck.
1976. $3,250 and a 9.8 in June of 2024. $51 at a no grade was the last sale. $100 at a fine. $419 at 9.4 is the average. We got 3,178 copies in the census. I honestly thought this book was older than that.
It really isn't. 1976, your birth year.
Yeah. So it for me, it feels, when I look at this cover, I feel like this cover's older than 76. Right? It gives off the impression of...
I feel like it's the style and the nature of the characters.
It's very Silver Ages in its look. It looks like a Silver Age book. Like, I know it came out in the 70s, but it feels like it came out even earlier than that. So when I saw it, I was a little shocked by it because I didn't think about it. I never bothered to think of when the book actually came out. But now that I know it came out in the 70s, I'm pretty impressed. Power Girl is another one of those characters. People love Power Girl.
I know I do. I know I do.
All her assets.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
My girl.
There you go. Here's one of my personal
Judge
favorite.
Dredd.
All right, we're gonna go with what I would like to call an indie giant in this time period, and he made his debut, his full debut in 2000 AD, issue number 2. This came out in 1977 for IPC. We have a high sale. Look at this. A high sale of $22,800 in a 9.0. That was September of 2022. Last sale of this book was $1,116 at a 5.5, and that was November of this past year. $2,226 is a fine for a raw. $4,600 at a 9.0. Notice the difference in prices.
For the 9.0, yes.
Yeah. However, it's the census count here. Only 136 copies in the census.
And if you're not familiar with the quality of this book, it's a much lesser quality.
Yeah, we're talking about newsprint here.
Yeah, like very newsprint. So it is so getting a 9.0 is miraculous to begin with.
And you got to get the stickers because it needs to be complete.
Yes, right. You got to have it complete.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the Hobgoblin book, you know what I mean? But Judge Dredd is just a character I love. I just love that character. He's just a cool character, such a badass.
He is.
You know,
an interesting character for sure.
Mm-hmm. Here you go. Here's another fun one for you. Black Lightning.
Black Lightning.
Black Lightning made his debut in 1977 for DC Comics. We got $1,320 and 9.8. That was in May of 2022. Last sale of this book was for $158 and 9.6. The raws are going for $20. It's a pretty affordable book now to find. $141 and 9.6. We got 1,607 copies in the census.
Yes, I know. I got mine.
Think about Black Lightning.
I got mine last year. That's what I know.
Why is this book so important?
Oh my God. Well, first of all, it's the first time DC gave a black character a starring role, and it took 1977 to get there.
Meanwhile, Marvel did it a while before.
Yeah, Marvel had already done it, so I don't know why DC.
They had Luke Cage already taken care of. Yeah. So it is a little shocking that DC took this long, especially when you had characters in DC that would take the place. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. And he had a decent villain. Most of the issues found him playing off of Superman and Jimmy Olsen in the mix, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyhow, I like it a lot, and I got mine last year. I love it.
All right. Here's another one. This is another indie giant. It's Cerebus the Aardvark. This is, again, it's an indie giant. So the significance of this book is more important here than just the character itself. This book came out in 1977 for Aardvark Vandenheim. We have $3,000 and a 9.8 at high sale, and that was in June of 2022. $1,440 and 6.0 was the last sale of this book, and that was in December. $650 a very good raw. $3,600 at 8.0. Look at the census count. Another low census count. 419 copies. There are counterfeits out there. This is the first full appearance of Cerebus the Aardvark. May not be so well known to the public, but I will say this is one of the most important indie comic books of all time.
Also, still the longest running, I think.
Not anymore.
No. Well, wait. Who's longer running than this?
Spawn now leads the pack.
Oh, good for him. I thought that this one had a gigantic run.
Oh, no, it does. So it was over 300. And he does come back with limited series as well. Dave Sim comes back with limited series of this book. However, the actual book has stopped its run, and now it's gone. It's no longer ongoing. It's more like a limited series. But it is very important because it is the longest running indie comic book of its time.
Oh, there you go. Until Spawn. But anyhow, the last issue is number 300 from March of 2004.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember when that happened. Everybody was talking about it. It was a big deal. So this is if it wasn't for Cerebus, we probably wouldn't have the Turtles. We wouldn't have a lot of characters today.
We wouldn't have Howard the Duck.
No, Howard the Duck came before him.
I'm being a dick.
Not a duck?
No.
All right. And our last character.
Oh, girl.
Alicia Hardy. The Black Cat. She barely made it to the year because she made it in 1979 for Marvel Comics. Her first appearance is Amazing Spider-Man 194. A high sale of this book was $52,000 and a 9.8. That was in March of 2022. However, the last sale of this book was $150 at 6.5. We're also going for $177 at a fine, $743 at a 9.6. 13,535 copies in the census. Be on the lookout for the very special era edition that has like a little yellow in the top corner. If you have that book, you got yourself a moneymaker.
Yeah, I mean, good for her getting 52K in 2022, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to see 52K for a 9.8 nowadays.
No, probably not. Homewrecker, the other woman. You think they're going to debut her soon?
In a movie?
This is the perfect time to bring her up.
Dude, it doesn't matter. Not one, like, it's so rare for them to do anything audiences expect. Like, I'm just trying to enjoy the ride and hope that they do some magical things. Like, the last time I saw something that I thought was banging and fan favoring while also being great was X-Men 97. I just felt like it channeled all the forces, you know? And then they fired that dude.
I will say the anime, yeah, but come on, let's be honest. All the stuff that he was involved in.
He didn't do nothing. I have seen
that we know of.
I have seen no evidence. I have seen no evidence.
That we know of.
I know that we know of, but you know, listen, until I'm proven wrong, I'm gonna root for his ass. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. They did her right in the animated series.
Yes, they did.
right? And I'm sad that they screwed her over in Amazing Spider-Man #2, and they gave her that stupid secretary role.
Yep.
That was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So,
Why? I don't even know.
like, why even put her? And the actress, I forgot the name of the actress that played her. Like, she's a well-known actress too. So they had plans. They definitely had plans for her. So I would have been able to. I could see her in the new Spider-Man movie, but I don't even know what to think about the new Spider-Man movie. There's so much going on in that movie already.
Right, I was gonna say you can't fit Black. There's so much going on there. You can't fit Black Cat as it is. We got some random mutant running around. You know?
Yeah. Well, do we know? We don't even know if she's a mutant.
I'm just saying she's a random mutant because that's it. That's all I got. We got
Starfire.
a red.
Cool if she's Starfire. I will be happy if she's Starfire, but I don't think it's Starfire. I honestly think she's Rachel.
Yeah.
I'm starting to believe she's Rachel Summers. All right. With that said, I believe we have come to the end of this list. I want to know your thoughts. What do you think? Did you like the list? Are you happy that Howard the Duck made the list and not Sabretooth? Or are you with Cliff?
I know they're with me. I know they're with me. All right, let's reveal what's left in the giveaways.
All right, make sure you leave your comment on the video. We are going to be leaving this at a separate video for this one, and be on the lookout for the Go Collect article that'll be up probably sometime next week. So it will be up. So be on the lookout. And yes, Howard will be on that list as well as Sabretooth. So we're going to do that. So let's close this out and get this out of the way so I could do that. And we'll close this one because I don't need that anymore. Yeah, I got to save that for later. And
show it on the stream.
Bam! So who had the first one? Well, does it matter anymore? Let's do the Flaming Skull. All right. The Flaming Skull is Spirit of Violence #4. The Clinton Crane variant just came out. That will be this one right here. Look at that cover. That is a nice cover, dude. All right. So we added that one as well as the other book, which was the No logo, right? That was No logo.
No logo. Come on, Noel #1. Come on, Noel.
No #1. We got
the foil, and he's imprisoned.
We got the foily. Look at that shiny.
Yeah. Well done.
Here you go. That's been included. And our last book, like I said, was a bit of a special book. It is not a comic book in the sense of you're gonna find this book, but it is important because, are you ready for it?
Yes.
Is a Sokomaki art book.
Signed
by the one and only Soso Mikey. Micah.
Yes. Soso Micah.
Sign it, and you will get the certificate of authenticity. This was a Whatnot exclusive. It is an art book. So when you open it up, you're going to get to see a lot of her different pieces. So this has been added to the pile. Again, this is one that I was like, I don't know if I want to let this one go, but you know what? I always had a plan to making it part of it. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much, everybody that was part of this, that left the super chat. You've also all been included into the Rat Pack that is going to be done at the end of the month. So if you want to be part of the Rat Pack, you are welcome. You could always be part of the Rat Pack. All you have to do is you can either leave a super chat or you could join it as a channel member. If you are a channel member and you do win, I am going to include something extra for that, as a special thank you for being part of the channel members. Okay, it's now time to close this out. And let's remind everybody about the poll again. So tell them about the poll.
We are fan casting the new Titans. The Titans.
The Titans. We'll just call them the Titans.
We're calling them Titans, but it's very new Teen Titans era. So that poll is up now. Go to IzzyVerse on Instagram. Oh my God, what am I saying? Go to IzzyVerse on YouTube. Go to post so you can see it, or community. They're all right now.
It's actually been pinned. So if you go to the top,
oh, it's pinned at the top of the chat.
It's been pinned, guys. It's been pinned.
It's been pinned. Y'all should be voting. Vote your asses off. All right. We're casting Deathstroke.
Your arses.
We're casting Beast Boy. We're casting Raven. We're casting. Oh my God, where is this going? We're casting Starfire, Cyborg. And of course, my beloved Nightwing. We're casting them right now. So get in there, pump them votes up. You know, Izzy would really like to see it hit 100 votes by the end of the week. You know,
get your friends involved too, man. Get everybody do it. Just do it. Put your votes in. It's gonna be fun, and we're going to reveal the answers next week's show. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a fun show. It's something we're going to be doing on a monthly basis. So you're going to see different types of segments, like the one you just saw with Comic Book Spotlight. We're gonna be doing fan casting. We got some fun stuff going on with that one, and our first one is going to be Titans movie. We're casting for a Titans movie, but we'll be doing some other ones in the future as well, which I can't wait to come up with some of these choices because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Vote cast for Dan Stevens. Oh, look at that. You got to
know. Oh, look at you. Right on, Kilted Corey. Right on. Because he can do it. He can do it. And I love Joe Manganiello.
I love Joe Manganiello, and I want to give Joe love.
But Dan is a little younger. He can give more years.
All right. But Deathstroke could be older.
Well, Dan is a little bit older. He's the right cusp. He's the right cusp.
All right. You ready to talk about trending comics? Because we're going to go really quick on this one.
All right, power up, man.
All right, let's do this. Let's talk about the top trending comics of the week. Here we go. Woohoo! It's the second week of January. We got some bangers and we got some books that you've seen 1,000 times. So,
for once, I'm not disgusted with the image.
All right, go ahead. Tell me.
All right, we got Superman. That's a great cover. And of course, it's a new storyline. Love that. Wonder Woman meets Batman. I think Absolute Wonder Woman is the absolute best absolute title. Batman Arkham, again, not written by Snyder. So, of course, it was excellent. And Assorted Crisis Events is, I think it deserves some praise, even though some of these prices are wild. All right, go.
All right, let's do this. So to Kilted's point, I don't think you have anything to worry about. You don't have nothing to worry about.
I'm sure there's plenty of absolutes still on this list.
And you know it. Thank you, Voodoo. All right, let's go ahead. We start things off as always with our honorable mentions. So where is our honorable mentions?
Are they all absolutes?
I don't know. All right, there's the honorable mentions. Starting with Absolute Batman number 11. This is Batman hanging. If you didn't know Batman's hanging, he's hanging. You see the boots? These boots were made for hanging. Also, Assorted Crisis issue number 2. We got some
good for you, Assorted Crisis. Good for you.
And lastly, Absolute Wonder Woman number 1.
Of course. Right. I saw her on many lists this week.
She had a bit of a dip this week.
It wasn't too much of a dip. She's still riding high, and that's not just
still there. She just didn't quite make it yet. You know what I'm saying?
That's okay. That's okay. Right. People are going to see the truth.
Okay. Let's go into our first book at number 10. This is going to go to Absolute Batman Arkham Special number 1, Riley Rossmo variant. This is actually a really cool variant because if you look at Batman, there's some drawings on him, so it's very unique in the style. And there is a Man-Bat in the cover. This book came out about just before the year was up for DC Comics. We have $15 near mint was the last recorded sales value of this book. Most common is $20 near mint, $60 9.8. We have trending list. This book came in number 9 for cover price. This book is 45 sales within the last 7 days, 74 sales within the last 30 days. And the hype level is at a medium.
My hype for it is less than medium, but good. Okay.
It's a cool cover. I like this cover a lot.
It's a neat cover. I don't care for the art. so much.
Clever. It's clever. If you look at the art, it's better than you think. I personally
look, it is better than look, it is what it is, and I appreciate the execution. I just don't care for the art style in general.
Okay. I'll accept that. I like it.
Of course.
All right. That's number 10. At number 9.
Come on, number 9.
Believe it or not, it's the same book. Absolute Arkham Special number 1. This is the Steven Scrossi. I never get his last name right.
I don't know what you just referred to him as, but Steve Scrossi is what we're calling him right now. I don't know what you said, but you said Scrossi. When you rewatch this, you can decide what you said.
Whatever.
You know, but like listen, I speak Izzy, so it's okay. I got you.
You speak Izzy, so does my wife, apparently. $15 again. This is another book that's going for $15. Last recorded sales value of this book. This book is trending at $15, $65.09.8. As far as trending list goes, this was number 4 for cover price. As the 7-day, 30 days, we got 28 sales within the 7-day, 58 within the last 30. The hype level is, of course, a medium. Now, a lot of people are questioning who this is. That's the thing that's been happening a lot with these books, is that these covers is that they're technically the first appearance of an absolute character, but people are not 100% certain who is the character. Some people believe that this is absolute Clayface.
That's my first guess.
That's the first guess, but there is also belief that it could potentially be Scarecrow as well.
Forget that. What if it's Ink from Batman Beyond, but the absolute version of...
Now you just added another character to
it. Exactly. No one was thinking about freaking Ink, were they?
So it could be a lot of things because, again, I think that's what they're doing with these covers. That it's just giving us characters that you think they may be it, but you're not 100% sure. Especially with the story. The story itself, there is a reveal of certain character names, and that's probably what they ended up doing here as well. Is it absolute failsafe? Who knows? I think failsafe is too new of a character to be in the case. But if it's absolute Scarecrow, I think I'll be down with that.
Definitely I just feel like what's happening.
Yeah. Hey, look, we got Darkseid became a member. Welcome, Darkseid. I love it. Cool. All right, let's go on with our 8th book of this list. And that is going to go to Absolute Wonder Woman issue 15. That book also came out in 2025. We got this book at $9 as last recorded sales value of this book. This book is trending at about $11 near mint, $62.09.8. We have trending list number 4 for Key Collector. This has some pretty good sales. We got 25 sales within the last 7 days, but look at the 30 days, 286 sales within the last 30 days. This book is hot, largely because it's the first team up within the Absolute Universe. And we have a hype level medium. This book was more hotter last week than it was this week, and it's trending downwards. So it's at a medium. I personally love this Hayden Sherman cover. I think they did a fantastic job.
I like it very much as well.
I love the way Hayden does Wonder Woman's face, though. Like, she looks really simplistic, but there's this beauty behind it, but she also still looks tough.
Yeah, right. She also looks real-ish. You know?
Yeah.
Like some natural woman vibes.
All right, let's go to our number 7 book of the week. That is going to go to DC All-In Special number 1. This book has been trending for weeks, right?
Yeah.
It came out in
we're told by multiple sources to keep your eye on this book.
Yeah. $63 near mint was the last recorded sales value. I can't believe this book was a dollar bin book at one time. $64 it really was. It was just sitting on the stands for a while. $64 near mint, $263 at a 9.8. This book is like, I look at my book and I'm like, woohoo! You know what I mean? And I got mine signed by Scott Snyder. Trending list. This is number 6 for CBSI. As far as the 7-day, 30 days, we got 29 sales within the last 7 days, 183 within the last 30 days. That's actually really impressive for a book that came out in 2024 to have that many sales.
I think so, yeah.
Right. Hype level is at a medium. Again, it is trending downward as well. So keep that in mind.
I guess because it's a cameo appearance and first cover appearance.
Yeah,
Maybe-
but it's still a first cover. I think that's what makes more sense.
Right, it should make sense, but I don't know. I really don't.
It just sucks that it's a back cover.
Yes.
That's the part
Although I
that
heard
sucks
that
about it.
CGC will take request. You know,
And that's exactly my plan.
right on. Right on.
All right. At number 6 is our next book here, which goes to Assorted Crisis number 1.
Hey.
This book also came out this past year in Image Comics. This book is trending upwards with $93 near mint its last recorded sales value. As far as the most common fair market, it's $33 near mint, $56 9.8. There's really no recorded graded copies. That's why it's still pretty low at a 9.8. Trending list, you got number 2 in CBSI. As far as the 7-day, 30 days, we got 33 sales within the last 7 days, 115 sales within the last 30. And that really happened more last week than this week. But the book is still trending. It's at a medium. People have been gravitating it. It's on most top 10, from many sources, it's been number 1. It's like the biggest read of the year. So that's why you see this book coming out.
The thing is, it's a good book. And it's like a little bit anthology and a little bit something greater is going on.
Great indie, I'll stay.
There you go.
Lana Ling really likes it.
Lana. I love that name.
Yeah, it's a great name. All right. Moving on to the number 5 slot. Oh, we got a new subscriber. Look, Avatar 2022 just subscribed. Welcome aboard. At number 5 in our list here is... Where is it? Absolute Batman issue number 15. This is the Nick.
No surprises.
No surprises. This book came up just recently. $10. It's actually dropped a bit. It's the last recorded sales value of this book. $13 near mint. $69 9.8 for this cover. As far as trending list, it was number 1 for Key Collector. That's how it made the list. 7-day, 30 days. We have 30 sales within the last 7, 215 within the last 30 days. And thank you, Voodoo Diecast, for just subscribing. Woohoo! All right, welcome aboard. And the hype level of this book is still high. There is a lot of buzz behind Joker. That's why this book is still high. Look at that 30-day sales period. 215 copies. That's big. And being number 1 for Key Collector, of course, brings that hype level at a high. Okay.
And again, there was a lot of copies ordered in that book.
There's still a lot of copies.
Yeah. So it's like that. I don't feel like that one's gonna be a rare one.
No, it's not. Not even to the point of Absolute Batman, right? At number 4 in our list, this clicker doesn't want to click anymore, is the other cover of Arkham M, Absolute Batman Arkham M Special number 1. This is the Javier Rodriguez variant. This, just like the previous ones, just came out for DC Comics about 2 weeks ago. $16 near mint is the last recorded sales value of this book. Most common is $18 near mint, $74 and 9.8. It's a little more expensive than the other ones. This is number 1 for CBSI, number 5 for cover price. 7-day, 30 days. You have 80 sales within the last 7, 109 within the last 30 days.
I can't believe it. The Key Collector did not put this on the radar. I'm surprised.
I told you about how I feel about Key Collector. Hype level is at a high.
Well, that's good. It should be at a high. It was actually a very good issue.
Here's the thing. What people think this is one of those ambiguous covers as well, where we're not 100% sure who it is, but most of the money is on the fact that this is Joker.
Yes. And the story that's told inside points every finger to Joker.
Yeah. So when you look at, because some people even say this is a girl, it's like, no, it is a boy that was raised in the 1800s or the early 1900s. That's how they dressed. So it's, unless they tell me differently, it's Joker to me.
Nerdy. You know what I mean? Like, I got all these so far. That's right, Nerdy, because you're on top of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got several copies as well. So I also have a signed copy. So I'm happy about that. Let's go with number 3 in our list. And at number 3, let's see, this clicker is working the way it's not working. That's weird. At number 3 is Absolute Batman number 1, the book that just doesn't want to leave.
No, he doesn't.
$100 near mint is the last recorded sales value. It's actually dropping. The price is dropping. I love the look in your face. Most common fair market value is 167 near mint, $381.09.8 for this book, and it's number 5 for key collector. However, we have a 7-day, 30 days, 91 sales within the last 7, 419 sales within the last 30 days. That's extremely impressive. And I know your feelings.
And the thing is, I'm not really mad at it, but and I'm not saying that people don't love this book, but I really feel this whole thing was contrived, and I can't. My gut cannot like really.
Can you justify $100 though? I think $100 I could sit on 100. Not for me personally, because I have my copy.
I'm just saying, if you were late to the party, 100 for the raw and maybe like 180 for the slab. Mm-hmm. But these $300+ on the slab, and like, no, it's like there's so many of these books.
Mm-hmm. So to Mark's point, the spike of this title makes sense, just latecomers.
Sure, but this is some wild.
I think at this point, the near mint value isn't bad at this point anymore.
It's fair-ish.
Yeah, fair-ish in the sense that you missed out.
I guess, but still, these are some very big prices. I don't know. The last time I lived through something like this was the original Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah,
and people were just foaming at the mouth for the issues. But anyhow, that was a different time. Who's at number 2?
Different time, different place, and it's also as far as how pricing worked back then was very different too. We didn't have things like cover price or anything like that to show how many sales were being made. Mm-hmm. Right. I think the wild nature of it is due to the amount of latecomers. So many people are just now tasting DC. So many, I agree.
You know what, Mark? You freaking DC horn dog. Jesus.
JSS says he believes it's pure FOMO. I do believe it's FOMO.
I believe it's FOMO. I
absolutely believe it's FOMO.
Listen, with the wide availabiliability of this book, I don't know. All right, number 2. Number 2
is 18 months.
Don't you got to be on cover price?
What was that?
Don't you got to be on cover price?
No.
Oh, well, then we're good.
We're good. No, I don't have to be. All right. Hype level, of course, is a high. All right. Our number 2 book in our list is another big one, I would say. What was very surprising to me in some way. And that was Absolute Batman Arkham Special number 1. This is the cover A. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to be surprised. You're going to be surprised in a second because this is insane. All right. 2025 DC Comics, of course. $13 near mint was the last recorded sales value of this book. $17 near mint, fair market value, 67.9.8. Number 10 for key collector, number 6 for cover price. So why is it number 2? It's the sales. 7 days. In the last 7 days, this book, 866 copies. In the last 30 days, we have $1,250.
Okay, but like to be clear,
copies.
This book hasn't even existed for 30 straight days yet.
Remember, when I do the numbers, I'm counting it up to the 30-day period, but there's also pre-order sales that come along with it.
I believe it. I
stop at the 30-day period. I actually stop at the 30-day period. But yes, that is the aftermarket sales of this book.
It's
that
beautiful.
To me is crazy.
Again, once the FOMO kicked in, it was immediately followed with hype.
Yeah, and this is again, it's it's not. It came out. It actually came out during the holiday season, so that's another thing that made it a little harder to get. Not everybody had a chance to go to the LCSs, so what they ended up doing is ended up having to go online to pick it up, and by going online is how you ended up getting these prices. Now, $13 is still very affordable, and that's why it could justify the amount of sales that it has. But it also has to deal with the fact that that's how hot Absolute Batman has become. To the fact that we have 800 sales in the last 7 days, 1,250 really within the last 2 weeks. That's a 2-week period, more than a 30-day period.
I still feel the warmth.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, Black Spiders, hello.
What's up, Black Spider?
Anyhow, I feel like, I don't know. I just have so many mixed feelings.
I'm amazed, though. That definitely shocks me. All right. And reaching the number 1 spot of the week, the one book we didn't really see, but we saw it earlier. Do you know what it is?
Absolute Superman 15, the so-and-so cover with the black background and all that fiery goodness. And look at the water trickle beneath. You know,
that's pretty crazy, though.
so
it is absolutely
Ron Ferreira.
No, it's Ferreira because it's
Ferreira.
Ron Ferreira. This book came out brand new. It's our first 2026 book of the year. $42 near mint for this book, guys. That's the last recorded sales value for a book that came out last week.
Okay, but I mean, it's cover love. It's cover love.
It's cover love. It's cover D.
Yeah.
Right. It's definitely it's crazy. $41 is the fair market value. There's already 9.8s going for 118. That's the average. Trending list, number 8 for Key Collector, number 3 for CBSI. It was number 1 for cover price. 7-day, 30 days, we got 73 sales in the 7 days, 137 within the last 30 days. And the hype level, of course, is at a high. Here's the thing. It's a cover D, right? So as a cover D, I'm sure shops did not order as many. That's it, right? And as a result, when people saw this cover, people went crazy looking at it, and they just bought it like crazy, and then they went to the aftermarket to get it. That's what happens to this book. Is it a $42 book? I don't know how many copies exist.
Yeah, but you know, I think it will remain an above value book because people will probably seek the cover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cohiba wants to get this autographed with the Brightburn symbol.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That is neat. So yeah, I mean, it's Superman. I love it. Superman's having a whole moment. I love it. He's number 1 here. His Action Comics number 1 is number 1 everywhere in our hearts. I verified that CGC updated the logo and how they went through this whole thing through Metropolis Comics. So they documented the whole damn journey. Turns out it was stolen during a party at Nick Cage's, not out of his.
Oh, really?
trailer. Yep. So there's a whole article page on CGC all about this story and this book. And funny enough, when this was first graded as a 9.0, at that time, it sold for over $2 million, making it the most valuable comic of the time to sell. And now all these years later, with the legend and everything else on top of it, it now sells for $15 million.
Pretty cool, right?
Super cool for Superman. And also, I want to just remind people, there are so few good copies of Action 1 remaining in existence. So, like, there's many reasons that book is going to have a high demand.
All right. With that said, guys, that's the list for today. Thank you for being part of it. Which books do you have? Share your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for next week's ranking. We did it. We reached to the point. Woohoo! We got to that point. Guys, just want to say thank you, everybody, for watching the show. We got 43 people watching right now. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much. We're getting people are watching, man. We're having fun here.
We are.
Don't forget,
you do all the dirty work, and then I sit here and go, "Why would you do that to me? Why are we doing Howard the Duck?"
And then I have to mess things up, and I get blamed for it.
Well, that one I feel bad. Like, that was just anything could happen to anybody. In Search of a Slab, owned by the Jackass crew. Interesting.
Don't forget, guys. Last time, I'm going to mention it one more time. We're casting the Teen Titans movie. Don't forget, it's been pinned on the chat. Who should be Deathstroke? Who do you have? You have 44 votes right now. Beast Boy. We got Raven, Starfire, Cyborg, and finally Nightwing. The goal is to hit 100 for each of them. I want to say we're near the halfway mark. We got 35 people watching right now. If every one of you goes in there and votes, then it helps out. You can vote as many times as you want if you have as many channels as you possibly have. Some people have multiple channels, so you can vote as many times as you want. If you want to skew the number, go for it. Have fun. Make it like the death of Robin and just go crazy after it. And if we could get Timothée Chalamet to be number one, maybe I'll do something fun. Just so we could see Cliff's face if Timothy
You're
wins.
seeing it right now.
Yes. But come on, guys. Don't you want to continue to see Cliff's face like that? All you have to do is pick Timothée Chalamet as Nightwing, an award-winning actor who will most likely be the Oscar-winning actor of the year. Think about that. Oscar-winning Nightwing. Think about that.
Who couldn't kick over a garbage can versus three dudes who are fit AF, all right, and all have interest in playing that kind of lead. I'm just saying.
And he is the highest performing rapper on YouTube, on Spotify. If you ever watch the SNL bit, you know what I'm talking about.
I am familiar. And yes, I know that he did some rapping to promote Marty Supreme. Yeah. So here we are.
I hear Marty Supreme is crazy, man. So
oh, Legion knows how to raise my blood pressure. He's going to vote for Timmy right now.
Going to vote Timmy now. There you go. Thank you so
and
much.
all your friends to do it, Mark. He wants to see 100. He wants to see 100.
Yeah, we're gonna do it, man. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. We got a lot to talk about next week. Next week, we are going to do the fan casting. Until then, thank you for being a part of the stream. And as always, we say thank you.
I think this is it. I think you're about to go home. Okay. All right. Look, thank you.
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 Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I never said thank you.
And you'll never have to.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I guess I'll see you.